approach, Guardian. I have an awoken tale to tell you. One my brother recited to our people's children quite often. Long ago, great kestrels roamed the sky. They built ornate nests in the heavens like conquerors. But in their arrogance, they ignored whispers of storms on the wind. Until one day, one such storm swept over them. It collapsed the heavens, drowned their nests. So they fled, and the storm pursued them. Most died, but a fated few washed upon the shores of a great hollow oak. There, a mother kestrel guarded her clutch, 2 shells, bonded inseparably. A daughter, Riga. A son, Ager. Their hearts beat in unison. And they grew. Riga, intuitive and cunning. Ager, loyal but adventurous. Knowing they would one day wish to leave the hollow to face the storm, their mother plucked feathers from her plumage, and one from each child. For Riga, she crafted a crown to keen her mind, centered by Ager's luminous feather. For Ager, she crafted a scepter, cored by his sister's obsidian feather to guide his spirit. There is truth in this tale. The scepter and crown, they are real. One I already have. The other, you will retrieve for me. When you return, I will tell you the rest.
Okay, fair enough. Tracing the stars, my resolve looks the sky. Guys, that's for you, right. Tracing the stars. Collect Atlas skews with the Divinous Mist, Spine of Krees, and nearby Lost Sector locations. Okay, I would assume that's on, yeah, the Dreaming City. Kind of hard to know what I'm looking for. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, there it is. Ha-ha. Booyah. I think this would technically be the central cave. Yep, there's the other one. Okay, 3 down, 2 more to go. Okay, good. So there is one in here. So I was right. Yeah, I mean, distant island tree. You can't get more distant than out here in the middle of the Badlands. Yep, there it is. Booyah, baby. Awesome. Next, access the helm via the director and select Hollow Coordination. Then connect the recovered Atlas cues to the Atlas terminal. Okay. Whoa. Trippy but cool. Okay, so I guess I have to...
This is the gatehouse. It leads to many places. The vault where I stowed the scepter is one of those places. The Atlas skews you've collected serve as star charts of sorts, used to map and navigate ley lines back when they could be freely explored. Uldren had been searching for Ager's scepter for some time when he made these. Another daring venture to win my affections, against my better wishes. He often embedded travel logs into his skews. Here.
Sister, I wonder when the spies you have followed me will find these. Do you still walk the old paths we made? Mother's old tales come to mind. I've been adding to my favorite, the twin kestrels whose hearts beat as one. You'll have to tell me what you think when I return with the scepter. Mother Kestrel watched perfect daughter Riga as she plotted the infinite paths of the hollow, as if concocting a plan for each way it could grow. But with her son Ager, Mother instead held him tight beneath her wing in the oak's hollow. She pointed starward and whispered warnings of dangerous storms and cosmic sojourners that carved chaos in the sky. The beautiful depth of the dark spots caught his eye. His imagination was arrested by them. Ager struggled against his mother's wing, yearning to leap from the tallest branch and soar to see the storms for himself. But Mother Kestrel's talon caught him. She scolded him to never leave the canopy. She held him in crushing closeness and vowed not to show him the stars again. He grew to resent her protection.
If it is still unclear, the twin Kestrels represent Uldren and myself. Their mother is Osanna Sov. Uldren found Osanna's prescriptions restrictive. I never considered her a mother myself, but her dreams of foresight interested me. We both saw calamity looming, Osanna and I. In the distributary, where the Awoken were born, we were eternal. Osanna would hide there forever rather than face the enemy. When we left to form the reef, many chose to hide with her. You're done here. I'll send for you when more skews reveal themselves.
Get the next progress on the exotic mission. Okay, so nothing new to say, whatever. Ultra never stopped repeating the same old stories, whether they were Osanna's or his own. Little ones loved him for it. He filled their heads with false hopes and fragile dreams. Even as his demeanor darkened in his later days, I know it was the thread of a story that kept him upright and walking, something fake for him to believe in, a star to chase. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. Another set of skews come to light. Okay, so we just gotta track some more skews. So these are located where? I would assume the Dreaming City still. Collect Atlas skews within the stranded gardens of Elysia and the nearby lost sectors. Okay, so there's the anchor all the way up there. Alright, got that one. I would think... Oh, wait, hold on. Can you get up here? You can. Oh, you can. Okay, so there is one up here. So I think, is this the towering statue or is this the gazebo? So this is the towering one, so I still need the gazebo statue. Let me at least get to the top of this thing again. Maybe I was right next to it and I just didn't notice. Oh my god, it was. It's right here. Are you... I literally was like right next to it. Oh my god. Don't think I can get... Gonna see if I can get up from it from the rocks up here, just so I can cheat it a little bit. Yep, and I can, and I did. Perfect. Now we just need to find the waterfall. I swear, if it's not in here, oh my god, it is. I almost went through that portal and screwed it. It literally was right here. Oh, no, yeah, so we do connect it.
The twin kestrels darted through the gaps between branches. The leaves formed verdant pathways. Predictably, Riga first, with Ager close behind. In those pathways, they traded secrets. Secrets Riga whispered to the flock, hoping to push them beyond the hollow, beyond the forest. Most nights, Riga and Ager sat beneath the stars to dream. Twin hearts sounding a duet of beats. Like ours, Mara. I still feel yours. Still distant. In this story, Ager fixated on the dark clouded pox that marred the night above the canopy. He pointed to the starry spaces between them and asked his sister to name them. Riga never spoke a word. She already knew all their names and didn't want to crush his spirit. How charitable. One night, Ager grew impatient of her silence and pointed to one of the dark spots as it roared with thunder. The storm is singing to us, said Ager. We should sing back to show it we are not afraid. Riga wove her voice with his, and the thunder resounded. She did not sing with him again after that night. Rare to see stars in the ascended plane. I wish we were doing this together. Why hide the scepter if it weren't a test?
I understand pilfering ruins suits you more than researching them, Hunter. Listen and learn. When the Awoken people came into being after the collapse, I was the first. As first, my chosen form defined what an Awoken could be. Thousands followed my example, willing themselves into existence within the distributary. Some, like Uldren, required help. His mind was like an unsteady fawn. No surprise he was unable to do it on his own. So I guided him, filled the gaps in his memory. I gave him a star to follow. He was bonded to me, and his devotion spiraled into pathetic recklessness. Even through death, he hasn't outgrown that dependency. I see it in him, as he looks longingly to his ghost for answers. To you.
Dang. You almost kind of feel sorry for Uldren, even though he's not, not Crow, but actually Uldren. You almost feel sorry for him. And no new specific dialogue. Okay. Myra eyes you impatiently. I have no rousing speech to spur you into action this time, Guardian. Simply a strain of triangulation data. It should give you the approximate location of the newly detected skews. I imagine your ghost can make sense of this and formulate the data into locations my intentions required elsewhere. Fair enough. Okay, so based on how the last two went, obviously, yeah, these will be more in the Rashiva side. So we got... Oh, and this one's actually got... Well, that would make sense why there's no lost sector location. Maybe... Oh, here's one right here. This is probably the lower level one. Perfect. Got it. Excellent. Oh, here's one of them. Well, that's probably the Harbinger, if I'm right. Didn't use it very often, but did remember it. Yep, right here. Okay, so the last one I still need to collect is the Temple Overlook. Nah, this is a joke, right? I literally went past this fucking area 3 times. Oh my god, it literally is right here. Oh, I'm so pissed.
You busy?
Why would it be here? Okay, it overlooks the temple, sure, but oh, whatever. I don't care anymore.
Riga worried their song had attracted the storm's attention and made plans for the flock to leave the hollow. She locked herself away to study. The separation pained Ager, like you know it does. Unable to bear the loneliness, Ager finally took to the sky. High above, the open air cradled him like star-cloth ribbonets. He felt peace in the deafening rush of wind across his feathers. Once he found them a new home, Riga would love him as he loved her. She would offer him the scepter their mother had crafted for him. The scepter that Riga selfishly kept. But as he approached the forest's edge, night fell and thunder shook his heart. Ager saw a great storm building on the horizon. Had he the scepter, he could have fought. Instead, he listened, straining through the thunder for the faint, secondary beat of Riga's twin heart. Through lightning and chaos, he followed it home. Ager told Riga of the storm, the forest's edge, and the gleaming bulbs of starlight clashing overhead. She didn't scold him or tell Mother Kestrel. She listened and heard the possibility in his tale. Gratitude. Imagine that.
Huh.
In another life, I'd have appointed Aldrin Dominion of the Reef's borderlands to
Oh,
expand
really?
and connect the kingdom under my reign, Ager's scepter in hand. He would have used it to open doors and challenge foes best left alone. He was not unlike a guardian already, and he would have died before his time. Aldrin's fall was a predetermined point, so I hid the scepter away and gave him something safe to chase. He often strayed from that path.
Huh. So it sounds like she was trying to protect him all this time. Admirable, actually. Very admirable. Can we actually get some dialogue this time? 3 weeks and still no physical dialogue. Okay, whatever. Love is a spectrum, Guardian. It can be expressed as a mutual bond, a cloying devotion, a determined sacrifice, or so many other ways. To assume each expression holds the same merit as the next, it is to be mistaken. It is that misunderstanding which far too often separates. Aldrin's last breadcrumb grouping of Atlas skewers has been detected, phasing into the Dreaming City, and then only the Scepter remains. Diva Wrath has caught wind of your travels to the gatehouse. Her minions swarm the ascendant space around it. Do not delay. Okay, so the last ones are back in the Dreaming City. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the confluence is through the Taken portal. Let's go through here. And I think we're here. At least I believe we should be in the confluence. Gotta keep my eye out. You never know when where they might be. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, confluence. Yep. First one right there. Perfect. Oh, there's one of the skews right there. Yeah, the throne portal. Okay. All the skews should be right here. Yeah. Harbingers. So we got the number 4. So that one is the cathedral. And we just need the garden entry statue. Ah, here it is. Yep. Last one. Bingo. All right. Next step. Access the helm via the director and select a hollowed coronation. Then connect the recovered skewers to the final terminal. Perfect.
Ager, much loved by the flock, convinced a great many to fly with the twins when they left the hollow. He knelt before Riga and presented the crown of feathers their mother had crafted for her, and waited for her to respond in kind. She rose as queen, but did not gift Ager the scepter. His scepter. Despite everything, she still said he wasn't ready. It was a test of his will, right? His devotion. One he would not fail. For he was patient. So patient. Together the twins led the flock away from the oak's hollow, to carve new nests in distant boughs beyond the forest's edge. Ager flew far and wide at Riga's behest, always thinking of her test, and returned home with tales of all that he had seen. Dark clouds surrounded them. Fires burned within trees, split by thunderous bolts. His twin kept his words close.
Hey, Infinite Phoenix.
Riga scattered prophetic bones and traced their curvature like weathered oaken bends. In them the signs were clear. A great storm did indeed approach, they in its path, and so they prepared themselves for war. I wish I wish you'd just give it to me. I could use it to help us face what we both know is coming. It doesn't even belong to you.
Looks like he was getting pretty angry there at first.
Of was the flashpoint. The battle of Saturn against the Taken King. It was the shift from stability into dissonance.
Wow.
I failed to shape Aldrin in accordance with my goals, but if I were to take all that he was and reveal that past to him now, would he be my brother? Or is it only his echoes that remain? I see many of those same beginnings leading now to different ends. Tell me, would you be so forgiving if Crow carried more of Aldrin with him? Would you still accept him?
Damn. Honestly, I think it would depend on what parts of Aldrin. I mean, maybe his combat style. Here we are. Scepter, just waiting for us to take it.
A defensive ward has been engaged over the Scepter. It is a
Wait, what?
fail-safe to keep it protected.
Oh,
Either
come
my brother
on.
found this place without my knowledge and set it off, or the ward was engaged when the surrounding architecture suffered structural damage. There is a bypass.
Yeah, I can see that
It is
both.
code, kept secret, in that it has been scattered across dozens of terminals throughout the Awoken territory.
Oh,
Fret
great.
not, you don't have to collect them. I will have the pieces consolidated and reformed. While you wait, you needn't stand idle like a lost child. Return to me. My borders are threatened.
Oh, crap. Okay. What's next step? Turn to the helm, speak to Marasov. Marasov eyes you for a moment, expecting you to bow or something like that. Something of the like. After a moment, she sighs and says, I can bypass the security screen you encountered, but I require a noble seal. It's not a badge or a key, so to speak, but a series of codes kept by the Awoken nobility and stored within the Dreaming City. It was my final line of defense if Aldrin was ever able to enter the Dazmari Vault. I will have them collected and forwarded to your ghost. But I suspect Zevo Rat's forces will interfere with my search. Clear away as many of her minions within my city as you are possible. Secure control of the blind well to clear a path for my Corsairs. Okay, what do we gotta do? Earn Parallax trajectory by completing activities during Season of the Lost and by defeating combatants with rifles and astral. Okay, so just more astral alignment, that's fine. Dude, no, stop it, stop it, stop it. I can see you with that Prometheus. Leave my kills alone, leave my kills alone. Leave my kills be. Leave them alone, leave them alone, leave them alone. There we go. God, you're such a freaking asshole. All right, at least that was 3 of them, I believe. Oh, there's a few more. There we go. Nice. Okay, what was that? Okay. Collect the shards of nobility from thieves all across the EDZ. The Lake of Shadows, the Disregard, and the Last Way. Oh, we gotta... Oh, are you kidding me?
The Taken compromised a Red Legionary. It would explain how organized they've been.
Perfect. Perfect.
The voters' play for power showed the danger and hide logic, but also its flaws. You've proven that
Alright.
the path to victory comes only
The
from
votes are
light.
down. Dude, just run. Just run. Just run. Run. Okay, we don't need to... Oh, God. Bro, just play it safe. Play it safe. Just run, bro. Seriously, run. Oh, God, you're getting risky. You're getting risky! Oh, my God. I cannot believe he survived. Don't go for my res. What are you doing? I can pick myself up. Thank goodness. Good thing we didn't screw that up. I would have been.
That's the last of them, Elizabeth.
Good riddance, evil
All right.
bastards. Until next time.
Go to the helm, visit Mara. You enact my commands. The strands from the nobility stolen from the Dreaming City have been reassembled. Now I grant you this. A noble seal. It will deactivate the Scepter's security screen and allow you to take it. Savathun isn't the type to lie down and die when beaten. Expect her minions to be waiting for you. No one lays claim to what is mine. Arm yourself with the Scepter and send her thieves screaming to their graves. New stasis weapons being in the kinetic slot. I wonder if they were going to do that or not. Wait, so if it's in the kinetic slot, does that mean this thing will have an unlimited amount of ammo? Oh god, I now fear that a little bit. Got the Scepter. Oh, okay, so it does take special ammo. Okay. I was a little worried about that. Holy crap, this thing is dope. Okay, before we do that, let's take a look at the perks on this thing. So its trait is Rhaega's Refrain. Stasis final blows transfer ammo to this weapons magazine from reserve. And then Ager's Call. Final blows with this weapon create a slowing burst around the defeated target. Oh, yep. Yep, and I knew it. This is how we carve the parts out of the ascendant realm and things like that. Dude, this is so sick. Agerith, risen from bones, huh? Oh, dude, this is awesome. It literally just refilling from the reserve like it said. So I can just hold this down forever. This is a PvP, or a PvE shredding machine. Oh my god, and because I'm technically killing frozen, or floating frozen enemies, they're creating the stasis shards that I can get for the overshield. Dude, this is nuts. This gun is ridiculous. Yeah, once they could become frozen and that happens, then they... Oh, that's sick. Dude, you could build one hell of a dangerous loadout using this weapon. Like, dangerous with this thing. And it's just adding more ammo from the reserves. Dude, this thing is insane. Oh my god, that's insane, dude.
As a thief. Their death is the price of encroachment.
Bro,
Ager's scepter
this weapon was so worth a month of waiting. This gun is going to be ridiculously overpowered.
It could have connected every edge of my kingdom. Through Xivu Arath, it would grant an omnipresence within the reef even I could not subdue. Deliver it safely to me. While it may never be Uldren's, it may yet serve to guide what he has become.
Fair enough. Oh, not a cutscene, but actual, like... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, wait, we're gonna get a cutscene, or what are we gonna get? Because it didn't show anything at first.
So you wish to hear the rest of my brother's story?
Yeah. Like, I'm actually curious to hear how this ends.
I will oblige you. When the storm came, Riga and Ager rode the winds to meet it.
Right, the
A
dreadnought.
fleet of talons at their back. A great battle ensued. The storm took, as was its nature. Many fell, Ager among them.
Yeah, we know this already.
Riga could only watch as he tumbled down, 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 until her heart beat alone.
Oh.
She dove into the storm, giving herself to destroy it.
Yeah.
Riga's spirit ascended higher into the sky where she hoped to reunite with her brother. Instead, she met the thing that sent the storm. A bottomless well of grief, unreachable by reasoning or bargaining or violence. A voice in the darkness. And so, Riga gathered her feathers into an aegis of wings to shield the world below. But over the years, feathers broke away. Futility wore thin her resolve. Then, one day, her heart began to beat as it once had. Doubled, distant, but different. A beautiful echo.
She could sense that Aldrin was alive still.
Hope called her home.
And that's when she
And
returned,
though
yeah.
she prayed to find Ager there,
He wasn't.
he never returned.
Yeah. Crow never truly returned home once she came back, and then... well, Aldrin never did. He did the whole thing Forsaken, and now we got Crow. So... she even knows that even though it's still Aldrin's body, Crow's a completely different person.
I still feel Aldrin's heartbeat somewhere out there. When your Crow first stood in my halls, I saw an ember of my Aldrin burning in his breast. Curiosity and a sibling fondness told me I could stoke that ember. I hope it is not a lie. I hope he is more than the last ebb of hot ash from a long dead flame. Many of his faults were not of his own making. Aldrin's decisions were his, of course, but driven by whips in the hands of others. Myself included. I will have to offer him more than an old story of an empty promise if I wish to see that ember burn again. This is the path I led Aldrin down. If certain actors had kept to their roles, I would have wielded Aldrin Salve, Light-Bearer. But even Mara Salve cannot control everyone. I celebrate his resurrection in the light. But I detest seeing my brother rewritten, his greater self sloughed away and swept into the cellar. There is still good to draw from who he was. Don't squander it. He needs a star to guide him. Aldrin or Crow, they are the same in that regard.
True.
Ager's scepter is yours, then. Both its burden and the freedom it can provide. Be careful with it, Guardian. He is prone to devotion.
Well, yep. We'll be keeping our eyes on Crow. But, holy crap. Again, this gun, well worth a month of waiting. Well worth a month of waiting.